Understanding property taxes in Georgia, a 6-part educational series, so stay tuned. Part number 1, what are property taxes and why they matter to buyers? Buying a home? Don't forget about the hidden cost that shows up every year, property taxes. Property taxes are what homeowners pay to support local services like schools, roads, fire departments, and libraries. They're based on the assessed value of your home and the tax rate in your county called the millage rate. In Georgia, taxes are paid once a year, but if you're getting a mortgage, your lender may include that cost in your monthly payment using an escrow account. Why does this matter to you? Because property taxes directly affect your monthly payment, and they vary by location. 2 homes within the same price can have very different tax bills. Next up, let's break down how those numbers are actually calculated here in Georgia. How are they calculated? Ever wonder how your property tax bill is even figured out? It's not just guesswork, it's math. In Georgia, your property is assessed at 40% of its fair market value. That assessed value is then multiplied by your county's millage rate, which is just a fancy word for tax rate. Here's a quick example. If your home is worth $300,000 and if the assessed value is $120,000, if your county's millage rate is 30 mills or 0.030, your base tax would be $3,600. That's before any exemptions or special assessments. Your final bill could be higher or lower depending on where you live. Next, I'll explain how to lower that bill with something called the homestead exemption. Let's talk about the homestead exemption, shall we? What is it and how do we get it? Did you know Georgia gives homeowners a discount on their property taxes? It's called a homestead exemption, and it can save you money every year. If you own and live in your home as a primary residence, you may qualify for a homestead exemption. This reduces the taxable value of your home, which lowers your tax bill. Each county sets its own exemption amount, but you must apply for it. It's not automatic. In most Georgia counties, the deadline to apply is April 1st of the year after you purchase. You only have to apply once, and it stays in place as long as you live there. Don't leave money on the table. What happens if your taxes go up after you buy a home? Can property taxes go up after you buy a home? Here's a surprise no one likes. Your tax bill goes up the year after you buy your home. Now let's talk about why that happens. In Georgia, counties reassess home values every few years, but a recent sale often triggers a faster update. If the previous owner had a lower tax rate or exemptions, your first full year bill might be higher than what you saw during closing. That's because your new purchase price gives the county a clear picture of your home's value, and they'll adjust your taxes accordingly. That's why I always recommend budgeting for an increase, especially if you're buying a home that's been owned for a long time. Next up, what to do if your property tax bill seems too high. Open your property tax bill and nearly faint? Well, don't panic. There's actually something you can do about it. If you believe your home was overassessed, you have the right to appeal. You usually have 45 days from the date that the assessment notice is mailed. This process involves submitting a formal appeal with your county's tax assessor. You'll need to back it up with recent sales data or a professional appraisal showing your home's market value and showing that it's much lower than what was assessed. It's not guaranteed to lower your bill, but many appeals are successful, especially if your home was overvalued compared to similar homes nearby. Now, let's talk about Cherokee County, because that's where I'm at. Here's what you need to know about local property taxes. In Cherokee County, the average millage rate is around 30 mills as of this video, but it can vary depending on which city or school district you're in. You can apply for the standard homestead exemption as long as the home is your primary residence. The deadline is April 1st each year, and you can file online or in person. Taxes are typically due in the fall, usually around October or November, depending on the city. The county website has a property tax calculator, and I always recommend buyers review it during the home shopping process to avoid surprises. We don't like that kind of surprise. Still have questions about taxes or how they're affected or how they affect your budget? I'm always happy to walk you through it. And if you're thinking about moving to the North Georgia area, give me a call, shoot me a text, send me a DM. I would love to chat with you and help you buy your next dream home.